Good morning. Welcome to Chapter 4 of our Reading Comprehension Practice. We are reading Judy Moody Saves the World. Let's start Chapter 4. Pigtails, pumas, and pimplebacks. At school, Judy wiggled all during math in the morning. She squirmed through spelling, and at last it was science. Over half the world's plants and animals are found in rainforests, Mr. Todd said, which is why it's so important to protect the rainforest. The health of our whole planet depends on it. But did you know that there are endangered species right here in Virginia? Endangered species right here in Virginia? Judy leaned forward in her seat. If we want to take care of our planet, it helps to begin in our own backyard. That's why I'm asking each of you to adopt an endangered animal from Virginia this week. Tell us about the species, why it's disappearing, and what can be done to help. Adopt an animal? She could help an endangered species. She, Judy Moody, could help save the entire state of Virginia. Mr. Todd was shaking a coffee can. Each slip of paper was the name of an endangered animal on it. When I call you, come up and take one slip of paper from the can. Who wants to go first? All hands went up in the air. Rocky, Shenandoah, and Salamander, said Rocky, reading his slip of paper. Frank Pearl, Monkey Face Mussel. Rare, Judy waved her hand in the air like a flag. Mr. Todd still did not call her name. Brad got the bald eagle. Haley got the puma. Randy got the leatherback sea turtle. Jessica Finch, shiny pigtail, said Jessica. Yippee! Judy could not think of anybody else who would want to adopt a pigtail. Only Jessica Finch. Jessica Finch liked everything about pigs, even shiny pigtails. While Mr. Todd called out more animals, Judy turned around and said to Jessica, "A shiny pigtail is a pig with nail polish." She cracked herself up. Judy Moody. Judy turned around, her hand the only slip left in the air. "One left," said Mr. Todd. "Come on up." Finally, Judy unfolded the small slip of paper. "No, there is beach tiger beetle," she said. "No, there is beach tiger beetle." Another beach tiger beetle was not even an animal. It was a bug, an ickly, crickly, old, creepy crawl. "If we don't like ours, can we trade?" Judy asked. "I'd like everybody to stick with their own choices," said Mr. Todd. "What if we never heard of it? What if we don't even know what it looked?" Judy said. "That's the fun of it," said Mr. Todd. "Find out. Go to the library and look up books and magazines. Or search the web at the computer lab. And this Thursday, we'll be taking a class field trip to the museum. We should have more information on all of your adopted animals." "Big museum or little museum?" asked Frank. "Little," said Mr. Todd. The glass ground. The big museum meant the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., or the one without the planets. The little museum meant the science museum down the street. It had toy trains, plastic dinosaurs, and 100-year-old pictures of Virginia stuff. "The best exhibit there is cobwebs," said Rocky. When Thursday came, Judy wore her tiger striped pajamas pants to school in honor of the tiger beetle. At the museum, Mr. Todd introduced the class to the museum lady. "This is Mrs. Stickley, and she's going to tell us about the endangered species in Virginia." Mr. Stickley looked like a bug stick. Even her socks were brown. "Call me Stephanie," said Miss Sticky Bug. "Class," said Mr. Todd, "I expect for you to give Stephanie your best third grade learning ears." Frank pretended to take off his ears and hand them to her. Judy cracked up. Mrs. Stephanie Stickbug took them on a tour of where the wild things aren't. She showed them a real-life Shenandoah salamander, a Virginia French mountain snail that looks extremely sluggy, and a stuffed flying squirrel glued to a board. "A flying squirrel? Is his name Rocky? Like in Rocky and Buckwinkle?" said Frank. "Yes," said Miss Stickbug. "As a matter of fact, it is." "His name is Rocky too," said Frank, pointing at Rocky. "Hey Rocky, you're a squirrel." "And you're a bullwinkle," said Rocky. "You're a moose. Ha!" Judy was dying to ask Sticky Bug a question. She raised her hand, holding it straight as a short-nosed sturgeon. At last, Stephanie called her. "Do you have another beach tiger beetles?" asked Judy. "No, I'm sorry, we don't," said Stephanie. Those are endangered in Virginia, and that will be a good specimen for our collection. What kind of endangered species museum did not have another East Beach tiger beetle? Do you have any cave isopods? Asked Jessica Smarty Pants Finch. What's an isopod? Asked Rusky. An isopod is a crustacean like a slow bug, answered Stephanie. Think of it like a pill bug or a woodlouse. You find those in Orange Hall. Eek! A lousy slice, said Rocky. Judy still couldn't see why they didn't have any other East Beach tiger beetles. After all, they had a bunch of creepy crustaceans, lazy isopods, and pill bug pests. Judy raised her hand again. She wanted to sound as smart as Jessica Finch. Excuse me, she said. Do you have any toad sloths here? Tropical tree hoppers? Nocturnal eyes? We don't have a rainforest exhibit, said Mrs. Stickbug, but it's a great idea. Maybe someday. The whole class got to touch an orange foot pimpleback, pearly mussel shell, and heard a story about this small swamp shrub. Everything in this whole place is in danger, said Frank. My grading sign is in danger too, said Judy. What's the setting of this chapter? The museum, right? What kind of animals are they looking at the museum? Endangered species. Endangered species are animals that are about to die or disappear from the earth. Do you know of any animal that is in danger? Okay, let's go over our questions together. Chapter 4. Question 1. What is Judy's science assignment? What does she have to do? She has to research about what animal? Make sure all your answers are in complete sentence. Question 2. What does endanger mean? Look back at the chapter story. What is it talking about? What is happening to the animals that they are researching? You can search it up in the computer as well, or find a dictionary. Make sure all your answers are in complete sentences, and don't forget to send me a picture with your completed work via Class Dojo. I'll see you in the next chapter.